Hello, my name is Damian Robinson. I am from a little town called Johnstown, Pennsylvania. It's about 70 miles east of Pittsburgh. A couple of major films, I guess, were shot here. Slapshot being one of them, starring, what's his name? I forgot his name. Tom Cruise being the other one. Paul Newman. Paul Newman was the star of Slapshot. Apparently, my parents told me I almost hit him with a rock. I was throwing rocks. I almost hit Paul Newman with a rock. And I asked if he was mad. They said no, he just laughed about it. But anyway, I have a couple of kids myself, rock throwing age kids myself. Rael Janae, she recently has garnered some attention from a talent agency in Pittsburgh. I haven't signed her yet, or I haven't consented for her to be signed yet, because to me she's still a baby. I don't know if I want her involved in that type of business so early. She, still trying to potty train her. But then my son is 2. His name is Remiel. He's a rockhead, like literal rockhead. He has no regard to his cranium, like whatsoever. It doesn't matter where he's at. He just bumps it and bumps into things, and laughs about it, cries about it, and keeps on going. A number of years ago, many years ago, back in the 90s, was in sales, commission sales. Sold out whatever, electronics. I got into insurance. I sold out life and health insurance for a while. Life and accident insurance for a while. Then I got into health insurance. Never sold car insurance though. I got into coaching because for whatever reason I had a lifelong dream to coach. So I pursued that, got into coaching football and track and field, and I ended up in Greenville, Tennessee. An opportunity fell in my lap to help coach football at Tusculum College, Tusculum Pioneers. It was a great experience. The team was terrible, but a great experience. I think we were like 1-10. So with some of the worst defensive stats in the country, and I was a defensive coach. So low man on the totem pole, made some changes. So I only lasted a year in Greenville, Tennessee as a defensive coach at Tusculum College. But the experience was wonderful. And while I was down there, so coach whose wife was pursuing her doctorate, and as I was down there, I just fell in love with the whole atmosphere and the idea of being involved with kids and academia and helping guide young people, 18, 19, 20, 21, even 22 years old, what have you, into their into life, into their career, helping make decisions. One of the most influential things was for me was just understanding that there was an 18-year-old freshman that had never been away from home before. This was their first experience, and for an extended time away from home, and just having to, not having to, but wanting to, and being able to talk to them through growing pains and homesickness and that sort of thing. I developed some bonds with some guys, and I still follow them, and they follow me in social media. So I thought that rather than the experience being, a lot of times in coaching, you get bounced around. You're here for a year, you're here for 6 months, you're here for 3 years, and then you're going somewhere. So I thought that if I was to get involved and pursue a career at the collegiate level, that I want to do something probably in administration, or possibly become a professor, establish some roots at that university or college. And from that idea, I thought that I should, and again, like I said, my friend's wife was pursuing her doctorate and going into a career in Atlanta, I believe. And I thought that maybe I should look into doing the same. So I found this particular discipline at East Tennessee State University, higher education leadership with a concentration in post-secondary and private sector leadership, I believe is what it was. And I spoke to some people in this area. The former superintendent of schools, my father's friends, were professors. No. One is a professor at Temple University, and the other is principal at a pretty big high school in the Philadelphia area. They both highly recommended that I pursue attaining a doctorate if I could. Personally, right now, I'm into coaching, but more, I guess, the chic way to put it would be I'm a performance enhancing coach. I basically got my personal coach in the off season, the kids, and I just tell people whatever your skill level is, whatever your kid is at, I guarantee I'll put them a full grade level above that by the time the season starts. So if you're terrible, I'll make them passing. If they're average, I'll make them good, excellent. If they're already excellent, I'll make them to an A+ player. That's my guarantee. So I'll do that right now. I also have recently begun to be interested in starting a STEM school in the area. There's nothing like that here. Around here, it's football or bust, and I'm probably one of the few people that has any thought of people pursuing interests other than football or wrestling in this area. I tell people all the time, the world is bigger than football. Pursue your interests, pursue your goals. There's like 1,200 NFL football players right now. There's probably 1,200 foot doctors in Western PA. So if you work hard, you can be a doctor, and that's much more likely than becoming a football player or a baseball player. You can be an engineer, you can be a lawyer, and that's kind of why I am pursuing this area to, put myself in a position to steer people in a more attainable professional position.